Good afternoon, everybody. I've got a very special guest with me here this afternoon, Mr. Jason Butt from Titleist, master fitter. Pleasure to do some work with you again today, mate.
Always good.
We've just done an absolutely brilliant fitting day with the members here today, and mate, many thanks for all of your time that you commit to Magenta as a fitter and as a member, and I always gain a lot out of these days, so mate, massive thank you. But I just wanted to give the members a bit of a better understanding of what are some of the benefits of having correctly fitted equipment, firstly, and then what are some of the problems that you see within the majority of set compositions or club wear, etc., that you see in the people that you fit. You know, you've delivered thousands of fittings now. Where are you seeing some of those faults and flaws? But yeah, just firstly, what are the benefits of club fitting?
The benefits, I guess, are being able to maximise performance from tee to green. So some players that they think that a 4-iron is beneficial to be in their bag, but we find out that either a lofted fairway wood or different options in that part of the bag are going to work far better. They work far better for scoring. They're a lot easier to control. They're more forgiving. They're all the factors as to why we club fit. With players, I suppose, we're always trying to help them play better golf ultimately. And I think, just to help players optimize their ball flight is really the goal that we try to do. We do that through a bunch of different ways with testing different lofts, shafts, heads. There's a lot of options in modern day club fitting. But overall, we're trying to just help the player see a particular flight that they want to see and what's going to help them for scoring, and help them understand necessarily, hey, maybe a hybrid or a fairway wood could be better at the gapping part of your bag between your 4-iron or that space. It's really looking at that to help them play better golf.
Yeah, love it. I couldn't agree more with all of that. And then I guess obviously some of the negatives or some of the problems that you see typically in bags. I guess from my side, things like inconsistent grips or grip wear. Driver 3-wood might have a different grip on it, irons are different, and then they're 2, 3, 4, even 15 years old and completely worn out. It's pretty common. But yeah, they're the little things that I see, or just clubs that do the same job. A 3-wood and a 5-wood that ultimately they're going the same distance. There's no real variation in the performance for that player, so ultimately there's no need for it to be in the bag.
Correct. Yeah, I guess to touch on first, grips, obviously trying to change them as often as you can to keep them fresh. Grooves on wedges is probably the biggest thing I see out here on the fitting day to day. After 75 rounds of golf, you'll start to see groove wear where the ball will roll out up to 12 feet or more with your most used wedge around the greens. So typically players that are turning up with wedges that are 2, 3, 4, 5, even more in terms of groove wear, we can see real good opportunity to help that player score better around the greens, because that's naturally where most players will improve. That's the biggest thing I would see in that space. I
100%. Wedges, honestly, I think the fastest way to people reduce their scores, improve their games, improve just their general play, is first and foremost look at your wedges, look at the quality of them. Are they the right loft, bounce, grind for your game? Are you using the right ball? That really is, I guess, the low-hanging fruit in regards to scoring better, shooting lower scores. Wedges are an absolute must in my eyes.
For sure. Yeah. Touching on your fairway wood comment, we have a bit of a process which goes through the gapping side of things. We measure ball speed for players with gapping. As a rule, we look for 5 miles of ball speed between each club, and whatever that leads us to between the 7-iron and the driver is going to ultimately make your set composition up. So where you said the 3-wood and the hybrid, there's probably a good chance that a lot of players' bags will have 2 clubs with the same amount of ball speed, and that just won't create 10 metres difference of distance, and that's ultimately the goal with club fitting, is figuring out what gaps work best. So if you're ever fortunate enough to look at some TrackMan data and you're measuring clubs in that part of the bag, if you see 2 clubs with the same amount of ball speed, it's probably time to book in for a fit.
No, mate, once again, thank you for today. Brilliant as always. If you would like to know more about the clubs you have in your bag, the latest equipment, you're just worried whether they're up to date and valid, Jace is here every couple of months. We'll always organise a fitting day with the various brands, and alternatively now our swing studio is very, very close to opening. So if you'd like to learn some more or see the data yourself, then you can book a session with myself or book through the golf shop, and we're going to be able to help you identify where the faults and flaws are in your bag, and ultimately help you try and get to play better golf. But have a Merry Christmas, everybody. It's been a fantastic summer so far. Course has just gone through its renovations, but it's really good at the moment, and I think in the next few weeks it's going to come back really, really well. So get on out, enjoy the sunshine, have a wonderful holiday period with the friends and family, and yeah, Jace, mate, thanks again. Thanks everybody. See you soon. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.